Hello and welcome back here on Forever Sports. It was tough going for the Sharks playing away in round two at Welford Road to the Leicester Tigers, going down by 17 points to 56. And you feel the unforced errors really came back to bite the Sharks, no doubt. Dropping balls, unfortunately, that were meant to stick, defensively slipping off too many tackles, and just finding themselves not able to exit the areas of their field within their own half. It's Leicester who are more intense on attack, defensively more sound, and then at ruck time, they had the presence of mind to stay on their feet and fight for the balls. The Sharks, unfortunately, not getting numbers to that breakdown, not being intense enough. You have to look at the standout performers for Leicester Tigers in the form of George Martin, no doubt, amongst others. Andre Pollard, of course, who was the Investec Champions Cup man of the match. Just that little bit more solid combinations and experience in playing Champions Cup rugby stood in the favour of Leicester. The Sharks, of course, without their Springboks in the form of Sia Khaleesi, Makazola Mapimpi, Lucanio Apalele Fassi. The list goes on. And it's the combinations and the inexperience that perhaps was the undoing, along with the unforced errors. It was, however, the Sharks who took the lead early on in the game with a penalty from Sia Masuku. And then from then onwards, it was Leicester who broke the dam wall with their first try. The driving maul defensively, the Sharks couldn't hold it. On two occasions, Montoya getting a brace. Hassel Collins, of course, getting on the score sheet, the left winger. Carter with the lovely break and fend off one of the Sharks defenders. Andre Pollard getting a try before half time. And you felt the Sharks were always going to be up against it come the second half. They needed an answer. And an answer is definitely not something they found. It was Jack van Poortvliet who found a snipe around the base. The pillars weren't set for the Sharks. He got over for the first try in the second half. Charlie Clare, the replacement hooker. And then the replacement loose forward in the form of Ilioni got over the try line right beyond the hooter to take them above a half a century of points. The Sharks did, however, in and amongst it, get their second try. But it was all in vain. They just didn't seem to have the attacking shape to perhaps manipulate the Leicester defence. And unfortunately, from last season's victory in the final of the Challenge Cup, they get their first taste of defeat in the Champions Cup. This is where the big boys play. And Leicester showing their home fans exactly they're in for the running after their first round defeat to Bordeaux. But it's Leicester Tigers up to a victory over the Sharks by 56 points to 17. Will we see the Sharks when the Champions Cup commences again for round three? Bring in the Springbok reinforcements. It's been a struggle for the South African sides on the road in the Champions Cup. The Bulls, of course, going down last weekend to Saracens. The Sharks going down this weekend to Leicester Tigers. But it's been an absolute pleasure to take you through this one. Unfortunately, if you're a South African fan, or for that matter, a Sharks fan, there's no sweet taste. It's all bitter for the moment. Round two, the Sharks have their first loss by 56 to 17. It's been an absolute pleasure to take you through this one.